All right. I'm gonna talk about. I want to talk about something very interesting for my Naruto fans and people who read the manga, who are caught up to what's happening now in the manga. So there's gonna be major spoilers if you haven't been reading and keeping up with the manga. Um, I wanted to particularly talk about Sasuke. Um, Sasuke has become one of the most hated characters on in the series now. Um, when he first started out, he was, kind of, he was tolerable, but now the fans and a lot of people just hate the character, and he's become very corrupted to the point where now in the manga, Sasuke uh, killed his own teammate. Well, he injured her very badly, and now he was attempting to kill Sakura, but Sakura, she was gonna kill Sasuke, but she was gonna do whatever Sasuke said, but she was clearly bluffing, but she still has feelings for Sasuke and stuff like that. And Sasuke was about to stab her in the back, and then Kakashi shows up, and he's like, he remembers the third Hokage and how he treated Orochimaru. No matter how far to the dark side Orochimaru went, the third Hokage always had, he always thought of him as a son. And it's gotten to the point where Kakashi's in the manga, he's like, I know how the third feels now, because Sasuke, you've fallen so far that now it's gotten to the point where I might have to kill you. And this character is very interesting to me. Sasuke has, his brother Itachi killed his clan. He's always been much more of a darker character than Naruto himself. And basically, it turned out that Itachi was basically, he had no other choice. He was given an order to kill his own clan, and there was someone above him, Uchiha Murata, who was the strongest of the Uchiha clan, along with his brother. And he, anybody that's been reading the manga knows what happened. And he's really just brainwashed Sasuke. Sasuke's just gotten to the point where he just doesn't care about anything but himself anymore. He's constantly talking about his revenge. He's killed his brother now, but it turned out his brother really was just putting on an act. That he really wasn't the mastermind behind everything, and he still cared for Sasuke. Now Sasuke is basically, for any of my comic book readers out there too, Sasuke has basically become Jason Todd, where he's the son that went the wrong way. He's going down the wrong road. And Kakashi's like Batman. Naruto's pretty much like I guess you could say either Tim Drake or maybe even Damian Wayne. And Sakura, she's more like one of the girls. She's more like Barbara Gordon or Cassandra Cain. Well, she's more like Barbara. Yeah, she's more like Barbara Gordon. And like I said, Sasuke's more like Jason Todd now, where he's become an enemy of his teacher. He's just gotten corrupted so badly that to the point where I really think that there's nothing redeeming about Sasuke now, that he's pretty much gonna die soon. If Kakashi doesn't kill him, maybe Naruto will, but I don't think Naruto will have the resolve or the guts to do that, because that's just not in his character to do that. But it's gotten to the point where Sasuke almost needs to be killed now. He's getting a little bit out of control, and he's really going down that dark road. He has gone down it, and he's getting further and further into the abyss, and to the point where he's just gonna become the very thing he hated. Now, this could be different. This could be a point where Sasuke is just acting, where he just doesn't trust anyone. He didn't trust Orochimaru. He just used him to get stronger, so that he can kill Itachi. Um, and the same goes for Murata. He even said we're not on the same team. He even said to Madara that we're not on the same team. I'm just using you. He's pretty much just said I'm just using you to get stronger. But Madara is probably gonna turn on him pretty soon and do what he wants to with Sasuke. And Sasuke is so blind right now in his lust for revenge that he doesn't realize that he's being used. He's like a a a remote control car, a car that doesn't realize it's being controlled. It's like someone that's just so bent on one thing that they don't realize that they're becoming something that they hate. Um, and it kind of brings up the point where in the old stories that the teacher would always end up dying by two things. He would die for sacrifice for his students, or his students would end up turning on him and killing him, which means he's pretty much has it in his mind that he wants to kill Kakashi. And Kakashi's just like, I don't know what's going through his mind, but that can only be one thing, that he loves Sasuke. He still loves him as a student, and he still thinks of him as a son, as part of his team. But Sasuke is really losing it, and I really like this character in the beginning, but he's gotten to the point where I think he might be killed. A lot of characters have died in this series, but who knows how things are going to turn out. It's always been a mystery in Naruto. And I do like this series. I really do like where it's going. It's Shonen Jump, but it's not really. A lot of people have said this is pretty much DBZ with ninjas. I have to disagree with that. In DBZ, pretty much all the bad guys like Vegeta, Piccolo, and all those guys, they were evil at first, and then Goku kind of convinced them after he beat them in a battle to become a good guy. Whereas in here, Naruto convinced a few people to become good, but not his best friend Sasuke. And that's just my thoughts on this. I really am enjoying this series. But anybody that reads Naruto manga, just give me your thoughts on it, and we can discuss it. Alright, I am out.